Hey, greetings everybody, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a video. I'm on the wrong screen, but don't worry. And before we get started, let me just ask one thing. Is there anybody out there playing the Elden Ring DLC? Anybody at all? If you could leave in the comment section below, if you've beaten the DLC, uh, what build you used to beat the final boss? Because it's a major struggle point for me. After breezing through most of the DLC, woof. Man, they saved the best for last. Oh yeah, WotV. All right, so today we're going to be talking a little bit about WotV, and specifically, so yeah, for people who don't know, just want to recover this. Shreken is going to be our new character. Uh, she was mentioned by Melnia, and the reason why I don't remember ever seeing this character is, in fact, she actually hasn't been ever shown off in the game. She's always been a behind the scene character from the Empire. And yeah, for whales out there, guess what? You'll be able to buy her for the roughly a third of a Switch? Half? I don't know. But yeah, that is capable of being possible. Other news, JP players are also looking at the classic 777 Lapis banner, which are usually pretty bad and usually before some kind of major event or banner to drain people's resources. So, JP players, beware. Global players, probably a big whatever point for you. Because you'll know. But the other thing we're going to talk about today is the producer live letter, or not live letter, as I've recently said before. There isn't any really live streams anymore. And some people have said, if you know that they are, and this is something I want to touch on really, because I haven't actually responded to this, is hey, if you know they're trying to cut costs and make the game extend through cutting costs, why? Well, simply put, it's because there's two sides to this, probably more. But the two real sides to me are A, I can see the reality of what's going on with how they basically rolled out the game, and it hasn't worked out well for them. Uh, the other side, though, is that as a content creator, it's harder to care about content and make the content super interesting when they don't even do it. So, yeah, I think that's generally, I'm not that dumb. I do know what I am talking about and that I do remember talking about it before, but there's usually more facets to a problem or situation that sometimes you have to remember. So, anyway, sometimes you just focus on one. Anyway, so producer letter 57. First off is something interesting. I don't know if this is a problem on global yet, but it is a problem on JP where auto battle is kind of messed up. Uh, they are planning to fix it on JP, but it is causing a problem, something to do with ability selection. This isn't working the way it's supposed to, and not a great thing for that to be occurring and taking even a little bit of time. I feel like this could be fixed, as it always is with these games. If it's a monetization issue, it's fixed within 10 seconds, or at least polled. If it's a game related issue, it can take months. Just, again, a little annoying. But anyway, taking a look at some other stuff. Reincarnation Festival survey is happening on JP. I saw that it's happening on Global too. That's great because I think Globalers will enjoy that somewhat for the popularity contest that it essentially is. All right, scrolling down just a little bit more. Yes. So talking about basically the story event quest that will be going on, Shrek and Melnia's lines. And now we talk about what is coming up for the month of July. First off, Character Quest 2, only Bronwell and Carmel are getting theirs in week 2. That's essentially it. Of course, there could be something in the later week of July. Could be beach units, could be all that stuff. I'd be really surprised if the beach units aren't getting some kind of upgrade somehow. That would be quite shocking if we skipped over that. Speaking of which, limit bursts. Demon Fina or Majin Fina. What's his name? Not not Rain. Not Rain either. Hayu, there we go, is getting his, and Jaden, or wedding version, I think, is getting his as well. So we'll see. That's all in week 4. There are no limit burst upgrades for week 2, which could mean that summer units are going to get theirs in that week, and older units will basically come back the week after this week with Shrekken, and then week 3 will be what's the word? Week 3 will be will be a new beach character. Sorry, I got lost in my train of thought there. Speaking of lost, we thought this was going to be lost for a lot longer. So, content update for July. It's finally going to be here. Select the ability of Trust Mastery Stones. This was first talked about, I think, all the way back in 4th anniversary, maybe earlier, and we kind of thought it was going to happen much sooner, but here it is finally, and it will be hopefully really great. Also, you will be able to do number of parties for porcelain towers, or maybe porcelain towers coming back relatively soon. Have to wait and see. And talking about this, future updates, I don't think there's too much point talking about this. There is talking about awakening and limit breaking will be possible all at once. Formation, trust mastery weapons, abilities in auto battle can be set for each content. Mission, treasure chest rewards based on daily mission progress points will be automatically received when conditions are met. Quests auto loop will be added to multi-quests and raids. I mean, not that raids happen that often, but that's another thing that they've been promising forever. Hopefully they'll finally get around to it. And there's also some other stuff there too, but seeing how it's all in the future, we'll talk about it in the future. And last but not least, the conclusion of this video. No, it doesn't. Thank you for reading this to the end of this month. The rainy season has now begun. Almost the entire country, and the weather is going to be unsettled for a while, so please be careful. That's nice. Once we get through the rainy season, the summer will arrive soon. We are preparing various initiatives and collaborations for the summer, so please look forward to them. We hope you will continue to support FFB. Now, before you get too excited about that, collaborations is pluralized, which means to me that probably, since summer goes till like September, that would mean that there's probably going to be a collaboration late July, early August, and then something in September like the previous year. Last year we got FF8 into FF9 almost. I would assume that that's going to be the same thing here. And just to shout it out, let's hope for Tactics and Final Fantasy 12 to get those finally off the request list. But you never know. Could be a bunch of different stuff. There's also some initiatives, which could be interesting to see what exactly they have. So yes, that is essentially everything. But somebody, since I'm kind of making this video to talk about some other stuff, I did a recent video where I showed off, what was it? Ice Veritas, Veritas of the Ice. And in that, apparently I didn't do a super good job because somebody was like, hey, where are the animations? Why aren't you getting the animations? Why aren't the animations out? And fair enough. There is a lot of times where I just don't keep animations on. And it's not specifically because I don't want to show it or anything like that. It's just, get busy trying to get the video done and up and all of that. So is kind of what it is. But that being said, Let's just do one with 2 characters. Not 4, not 6, not 22, just 2. And just to make sure that I don't mess this up this time, we're just gonna make sure that ability animations are on, because sometimes I just can't ever remember this stupid toggle switch. All right. Now we have all these animations happening. And yeah, that's basically it. I personally, I mean, like, obviously made a wrong call on the whole when the beach units were showing up. But, oh yeah, we should also just slow this right down, right? We want to make sure that those animations are played as much as possible to get every itty bitty bitty bit of detail for people who are interested. But yeah, beach units, I mean, with the amount of cutting back that they've done on producing like seasonal units, Halloween units, Christmas units, or Xmas units, all of those seem to be disappearing. I still think that we'll definitely see beach units because beach units are always super, super popular. And I don't know, this year are we going to see finally Balo? Are we going to see someone else? I feel like we're only getting 1 unit this year. I don't think we're getting 2. You look at like Shreken's release with is a story event, and there is just not even a SSR character of any kind. Not that I'm really expecting them to be doing those anymore, but given the amount of characters that have been shown off in the story and character models and everything, I I kind of thought that we would just be getting those as some of those as SSRs, since it feels like there's a ton of them that just haven't ever been released. Why not just do it? Then again, maybe Beach will be completely skipped. Have to wait and see. Maybe they're holding it out till August here. But there you go. Just a bunch of stuff all in one video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and see you later. Take care.